And the side team down there, multi-cab down. It's a part of the repair process today. I did not know ET, then as to when the process will be completed, but I guess it will.
Negative 5, requesting backup.
Got it.
Boy, I really did it this time. I gotta get out of here. Hey guys, we're back. And no, I wasn't actually being pinned down by the feds. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about a segment I want to start doing that focuses on super useful photo and video gear that's under $100. It's called
Super useful photo and video gear that costs under $100.
Well, I guess that makes it official now. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. These are Aputure's MCs. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of Aputure before, but if you haven't, they make awesome products for the indie filmmaker, with the main focus being on exceptional quality at an affordable price. With these little guys coming in at $90 a piece, I think it's safe to say they've once again delivered on that promise. So let's take a closer look at these things. This light is part of the Aputure M series of lights and features RGB LEDs as well as both tungsten and daylight balanced LEDs, creating a full hue fixture that emits up to 95% of the BT 2020 color gamut. This little guy easily fits in the palm of your hand and can be mounted using the built-in 1/4-inch threaded mounting hole or attached to metal using its built-in magnets. This light uses an OLED display screen, control wheel, and it's also compatible with the Aputure Sidus Link app, which enables you to remotely control your light from your mobile device. Which, trust me, if you've ever had lights set up in precarious places, you will understand how this makes adjusting them a less strenuous task. Enough science. Let's just open one of these up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So obviously you get this cute little light, but on top of that, in true Aputure fashion, they pay attention to the little details and hook you up with a super useful carrying case, a silicone diffuser, a USB-C charging cable, as well as some sticky mounts. Another awesome feature is that you can charge them with any standard QI wireless charging pad, which is awesome. So I was first introduced to these things last fall. I was working on a project all about video games and a friend of mine had a couple. So we would search every last bit of our old house where we lived in hopes to find some magic door that would take us to another dimension. As production went on, we found ourselves digging for these things over and over again. The ability to accurately and quickly dial in hue, saturation, color temperature, or to simply add a small touch of fill, as well as discreetly place around your filming location, is why I believe these lights are such a valuable asset. With the help of my purple friend here, we're going to tell you just how easy it is to use these little guys. Hey yo, P! So check out how easy this is. We just open the app here, create a new scene, and then we select the fixtures we want to control. As we open this up, you see that we have access to a ton of various options. Today, I'm just going to dive into the 4 main categories we see listed at the top of the app. There are a ton of things that you can do with these subcategories underneath, but I think you'll be able to still get a solid grasp on what this thing is really all about. So first up, we have the white tab, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can change the white balance using the slider, or you can use the 3 presets right below it, which is 32K, 4K, or 56K. And it will accurately match the color temperature of any other light sources within your scene. So next up, we have the gel tab. Inside the gel tab, you'll see the option to start the fixture at either tungsten or daylight. You'll also see various gel settings for CTO as well as CTB, again making it possible to achieve any look for your scene. It's pretty straightforward stuff. So up next, we have the color section. So here we have a simple wheel that maps out hue as well as saturation. There's also a view that utilizes sliders that make settings, I guess, more repeatable. As I move farther away from the center, you'll see that not only does the color change, but it becomes more saturated as well. It's pretty fancy stuff. So another thing I find myself using from time to time is the color picker option. So what this does is the app accesses your device's camera and it's then able to match the color it sees pretty accurately. So let's give it a shot. We're gonna go for this yellow. Now we're gonna turn it up all the way. Yellow, pretty cool. So before we get into this next section, I just want to take a second to thank P for helping us out today. Thanks, P. Next up is probably my favorite feature of this light. The Aputure MC comes with built-in lighting effects using the FX mode. This is where you can really get creative with these lights. In the MC's FX mode, you can toggle between any of the MC's 9 built-in lighting effect presets to help you out in a pinch. If you need more control over the lighting effects, the Sidus Link app will allow you to adjust all of the effects parameters. So let's check them out. These lights are the perfect accent light. At times I find myself wishing they could be a little bit brighter, but for $90 and the conveniently small size, you're getting a ton of value and they're a great addition to any lighting kit. So I realize I'm just scratching the surface of what these lights are capable of. In an industry where gear costs can quickly escalate, at times limiting the amount of creative tools available to content creators, companies like Aputure continue to innovate. They provide quality while still recognizing that cost is an important factor for many of us that are trying to create. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this something you could see yourself using? Do you agree with me that $90 is more than a fair price for something like this? So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hang out with me again. Also, is there anyone I can call if I need bail money? Until next time, I'm Kris. See ya!